Let's see what we have here. All right. If you're tuned in with us live here, go ahead and comment below where you're tuning in from. We're going to get right to business here with our special guest, Molly Mahoney. And if you haven't had a chance to watch yesterday's replay, well, add it to the to-do list because it's that important that you get yourself caught up. Because as we are entering AI season, this is going to be the foundation of the next series of surprise workshops that you're going to have thrown at you, coming at you at high level. Because really, we're at a whole new level of helping our customers, our new trial users, leverage high level to either be gray labeled, sold as an affiliate, or completely white labeled, however you prefer. My focus, my role here is to make sure I give you everything you need with the best talent in the high level community to help you fast track your growth. So if you're all about that, let me know in the comments below how you feel, if you're excited. If you're not, I'm going to get you excited because we have a jam-packed day for today. Molly, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I've got a special mug today with me that says,
Ooh,
follow the plan, because I have so
oh,
much to share today. It is very detailed, it is tactical. We're going to dive into these tools. We're going to save anything with like ChatGPT stuff till the end because we're going to start right inside the high level platform. And we've got some other cool AI things that we'll be doing at the end as well, but I'm going to follow the plan. So give me the word plan in the chat if you're with me for following the plan. This is a mug from my amazing friend and client Marcus at Rockwell Trading. They love high level as well. So yay, follow the plan.
I love it. Molly, yesterday towards the end of the workshop, it felt like we were on a cooking show. That's how like detailed we got. Today, I feel like we're like on Good Morning America or something. Like I feel like
Okay.
we're on a talk show. I don't know why, but I will tell you that I put extra gel on my hair to make sure that as we're flying through this content and we're learning this new AI to the next level stuff, the lid doesn't get jacked up. We are good to go. If you have any questions in the comments, let us know below. We're going to be doing a lot of everything. And I don't want you to feel overwhelmed, but it's a lot of everything to get you what you need to where you need to be. So, these past day into the next 2 days is going to be jam-packed with AIifying your agency. And Molly's going to share a little bit of what all that means with the breakdown and a few recap of the items that we went over yesterday. But let me know in the comments below, where are you at in your digital citizenship? Where are you at in your digital marketing journey? Are you brand new? Did you just get set up with high level? Have you been doing this for decades? Are you just getting on SaaS? Have you never even heard of SaaS? Like, just let us know in maybe 2 or 3 sentences where you're at, because we're going to collect those comments and we're going to do our very best to tailor all of this content for you. Molly, you and I in the same Zoom is trouble because we will both talk until there's no ending because we love what we do so much. So I'm going to put myself on mute here. And I want to, if you don't mind, if you could just share here what we went over yesterday, any of the frequently asked questions that popped out to you in your with your expertise that we need to really care for, and then transition us into kicking this rocket ship off. Because it's Tuesday and it's Wednesday somewhere else, and we got to get caught up with those that are ahead of us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love it. It is Wednesday somewhere else. I heard it's Wednesday in Australia. Are you in Australia? If you are up super early and we're super glad you're here. We are going to cover so much today. And so, like John JB, do I call you John or JB? Either one? What do I?
Yeah, either one. If you call Jonathan, I'm in trouble. No one ever really calls me Jonathan. So John, JB, anything in between is fine. That's good to go.
Okay, I love it. My brother's name is John. My husband's name is John. We call
Oh
him
wow.
JD. I know. So it's a good name. It's a good name. I love it. I'm glad you're
Oh,
here. All right, so
awesome.
let's get into these slides. We got so much to cover. So today is day two. If this is your first time here, just give me a number one in the chat. If you were here yesterday and you're joining us for day two, give us a number in the chat. And if you're like, where the heck is the chat? Know that we are in multiple places. We are on Zoom all together because the energy of having you here on Zoom, just the face and the energetic space that you're holding on Zoom is so awesome. We're keeping the conversation going on Facebook, on the HighLevel Facebook page, and then also on YouTube, on the HighLevel YouTube account. So we're going to have team members checking in on those chats. So keep the chats going. We're going to do some giveaways. It's going to be super fun. Here is a little recap of what we did yesterday. So yesterday we dug into your social business plan. We talked about clarity in your brand and services. And so again, we put our decision caps on yesterday morning. We are going into action. We're not worrying about being crazy, like perfect with the things that we're doing here for this 3-day workshop. This is about you learning what I like to call the choreography. So you start to get infused into these systems, and then you can worry about being perfect later. Or you can just do like I do and show up anyway, right? So we talked about clarity in your brand and your services. We talked about how to create your social media brand guide. We did a lot on that. And remember, when you register for this workshop on the 3rd day, we're going to give you all the written guides, the custom GPTs that we shared yesterday. We also then went into how you can create your client's brand guide. So shout out to Nicole who joined us yesterday. I grabbed her website and created a full brand guide based on her website. Super easy, awesome thing that you can offer for a client as a way to get started. It's also something that we do with all of our clients as a part of our onboarding process. We also talked about how to create your client marketing system. So that's more of what we're going to dive into today, but we did a quick overview of HighLevel, and I showed a giant list of all the things that you could potentially offer. It was a list of 20 things that you can offer either as a whole package or as individual offers. Today, we're going to go deeper into that. And then, like that says here, we did that overview of all those services and ways that you can create more stickiness with HighLevel. Again, I want to clarify, if this is your first experience with HighLevel, know that we call it HighLevel. We call it GHL. Some people call it Go HighLevel. It's a long story. It's funny when you know the inside and out of it. There's a shirt now that I'm so mad I didn't buy that says HighLevel with a little piece of tape stuck to the top that says Go on the top of it. It's awesome. So if you see GHL, that means HighLevel. We also talked about one of my favorite features inside of HighLevel is a feature that allows you to go in and find your ideal clients and then automatically generate a marketing report, an assessment of where they're at in their marketing. It is amazing. So even if you already have clients, just using that feature to generate a report to show your clients how you can continue to support them and even to up-level your clients into other services. Really cool if you missed that. Okay, we're going to jump into some questions, but before we do, I want to show you the plan for today and then give you a little teaser of the plan for tomorrow. So today we're going to be doing what you'll actually offer. Oh my gosh, I'm going to give you so many options and some really cool templates for that. We're going to do a deep dive into content, messenger automation, and the pipelines. So as you'll start to learn, if you're new to HighLevel, there are so many things you can do. We're going to put our blinders on and we're going to stay super focused, just like a lovely little racehorse. We're going to stay super focused on the content, messenger automation, and the pipelines, because for me, those are the most important things that you can offer as a part of your social media services. Then we're also going to show you how to create sales pages and products in HighLevel. I'll let you know we're going to go 2 hours today. The sales page and product stuff is also going to carry over into tomorrow, kind of like we did yesterday, where I gave you a little hint and then we dug even deeper. We're going to dig even deeper today. So with that in mind, tomorrow we're going to talk about how you can launch your social media business. So putting your offer out into the world, how to make sure that you are doing the proper follow-up, and then also how to make sales. Dun, dun, dun. Hooray. Okay. And then as a part of all this magic, just as a reminder, when you sign up for the trial, I'm so grateful to be here partnering with HighLevel on this. When you sign up for that trial or you upgrade and you stay to the end, you're going to get an AI brand voice guide. So the full written brand voice guide, plus a custom GPT that will help you to create it, a social media package guide. We're going to go over that today. A social media services cheat sheet. We're going to go over that today as well. Today, we're also going to dig into your Goldilocks guide to social media success. And this is going to show you how to make sure that you're creating offers that don't cannibalize each other. So this is where someone can come to your suite of offers and be like, oh, that one's too cold, that one's too hot, that one is just right. That's why we call it the Goldilocks method. I'm also going to be giving you, and we're going to dig into this today, the AI social snapshot. So this is something that we have never given away as a free thing like we're doing here when you sign up for this trial. Currently, we only give this to members in our AI content club. They're paying $97 a month. So you guys are getting something really, really powerful here. And this includes landing pages, calendars, automations, pipelines, email templates, text message and DM templates, and so much more. Also, because I am like a crazy overgiver, and if you have been in our things before and you know what a go giver we are here, I created a couple more bonuses that we're going to give today, but I'm not going to tell you what they are because I'm going to make them a surprise. Okay. And this is where to go to get your trial. So someone can put that in the chat. Thank you so much to all the team members that are here. John, JB, is it okay if I take just like 2 minutes to answer some questions?
Yeah,
I'm looking at the clock.
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Amazing. So we did get some really good questions that came up yesterday, and I'm going to show you what I did actually, because I think this will be really a little helpful bonus nugget for you. I took all of the comments. We had like 800 comments on Facebook. We had loads of comments on YouTube. I took all of those comments and I put them just copied and pasted like this into a chat with ChatGPT, my good old, bestie friend over here. And these are some of the top questions that we got. Oh my gosh, where are they? Just right here. So I'm going to go through some of these top questions. But there was a few in particular that I want to make sure we really address. There was one really great question about the brand colors that we talked about. So I shared a little tool that helps you to be able to figure out which brand colors will look best next to your face, depending on the season that you are, like your tone, your hair, your skin color, whatever, all of that. We all have this kind of like season that makeup artists and stylists know about, and it's really which colors are complementary for you. We had an awesome question from Eric who, hey, Eric, good to see you, which was like, why would you worry about that and not worry about the psychological triggers behind the colors that help people to move into action? And I just wanted to say these are both super important. Now, if you're building a brand that doesn't have anything to do with a human being, then you don't need to worry about what it's going to look like on the screen. If you have loads of people on your team, maybe don't worry so much about that. You do still also want to think about the psychology of colors. This is not a huge branding workshop. We're going super fast on those foundations, right, to get into the actual action steps. But what's really cool when you create like a season of colors that you look at within a color season like that, you can still pick the orange. It's just going to be the orange within that color season. You can still pick out the colors that have the psychological triggers that you're looking to instill with your brand, without necessarily creating something that just makes you feel kind of wonky and off when you put it near your own skin tone, right? I see so many times that people wear colors that are their brand colors and then it washes them out, or it makes them kind of, we want colors that bring you forward. I know that's a weird thing to like really focus on. I don't usually talk about it. I just thought it was a really great question. Okay. Now, we also have questions about snapshots. So with these snapshots, we're going to dive into this today. Karen asked, can you load multiple snapshots? And the answer is yes, and. So maybe when we get there today, JB can give us a little more insight on that. It depends on the type of HighLevel account that you have. If you have an account straight through HighLevel, you can click the button and it just installs these snapshots. It's amazing. If you are using a white label version of HighLevel through someone else, you may need to go through a couple of steps to get the snapshot installed when we give it to you tomorrow. Know that there is a specific place to go to ask those types of questions. JB, can you tell us where to go to ask those types of questions if you need access to something, if you need help getting like the technical side of things set up inside your account?
Absolutely. So the best place to go, it'll be in the comments below as well. Speakwith.us/success. That's 24-hour support. Jump on with a Zoom. You could also go through our live chat on our website. That'll give you additional guidance. So, again, to Molly's point, if you are using HighLevel and you don't have the actual ownership of the actual HighLevel account, whomever you're working with will not have a problem to help you with this, to get this snapshot installed. So good points to cover. This
But
does
it's
come up
and
a
I know
lot.
sometimes people get stuck on those. The last workshop that I did, we had people be like, "Oh, what about Don't worry about it. We got you. There is
Yeah.
an amazing team of humans to help you with those questions because there's lots of different individual versions of the account that you guys may have. So I'm not going to come back and cover that again. We're going to cover it right here really quick. Just know that's where you can go to get those questions answered. And then one more question I wanted to answer, which is someone asked, do you have a great way to learn how to create custom GPTs? And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. I'm going to give you source code for creating your own GPTs at the end of the training today. So make sure that you stay with us. It's going to be dope.
I mean, I think this is are we overdoing it here? I mean, this is a lot of stuff to give away.
I had to be careful. So there are some moments you're going to see today where I'm like, okay, I have to hold this one behind closed doors, but we're giving you a lot. So if you're ready for this, just give us the word ready in the chat. And we just got one more thing to do. Do you know what that is?
Well, hold on. I just want to answer this because these questions, everyone's antsy for these deliverables now. Okay,
Okay.
I don't want our support team phone lines and emails to get a long line out the door here. But for those of you that are asking about the snapshot link for the deliverables, the bonuses, that'll be given out through a link on day 3. So 12 p.m. Eastern time, we will give everybody access to the link to access the snapshots, the Google Doc with all the bonuses. I promise you, this is done by design to make sure you have everything you need to make sure you can start fresh and not have to, get discouraged and piece this all together. I think there was one thing about a giveaway. Did we cover that part yet, Molly?
That's
You
the
you
next thing I was
promised
going
a
to
gift.
say.
Okay, cool.
So I just grabbed, and actually, because I'm so grateful, I'm going to pick two winners. Okay. So and I'm having ChatGPT pick them. So watch this. I'm just going to give away the first winner is going to be Chris Navarro. You are our winner. And I'm just going to have ChatGPT pick one more. Pick one more. And Chris Navarro's comment that he left was need to study tons of helpful info. Oh my gosh. Okay. The next winner is Zippy Balloons Entertainer, which is an amazing name. This is so perfect. So, Chris Navarro, you're going to win a copy of my book, Choose Confidence, The Decision to Embrace Your Power. And then, how perfect is this? Zippy Balloons Entertainer is going to win a copy of my children's book, Finding My Awesome, which is also all about confidence. So good. You can just email me at Molly at the Prepared Performer and we'll send you copies of those books.
So awesome. Well, thank you, Molly. And this
Yeah.
is all about being fun. Learning best is done when you're having fun, when you're consuming it at your calm state, when you're open-minded. So thanks for I know you're doing this all by expertise here. You've taught many people within HighLevel community and outside the community on how to absorb this wealth of content. So I appreciate you just kind of bringing us through that range of motion. But I'm ready now. I'm ready with it. It looks like everyone else is ready too to kind of get to the learning here. I can't believe how I might have to get a fire extinguisher for this chat, but that's a whole other story. I'm gonna put myself on mute. If you need anything, you let me know here. I will be jumping in from time to time, Molly, just with my student hat on, just to clarify or just confirm I'm on the right path based on some of the comments I see. So to our audience, please share your questions, Q, colon, and your question. I'm going to do my very best to get those questions infused in our conversation so that way you have all the clarity you need.
I love it. Amazing. We're going to cover so much. I'm so excited. Okay. So I'm going to bring up our slides. Again, we are going to be doing another nugget giveaway today. So as we're going through this, I don't know what I'm going to give away, but we'll give away something tomorrow. And as we're going through this, just drop the hashtag nuggets in the chat with your best takeaway. If you were here yesterday, go ahead and share your best nuggets from yesterday just to get us started. And I can't wait to see what they are. It helps us to be able to guide the content as we move through. And again, yesterday, what we covered your brand voice. So by tomorrow, when you get all these templates and everything, you'll be able to have that fully sussed out and dialed in. We dug into making sure that you have your company details set before you start building your business, before you start, building stuff for your clients, you get their company details. We went over who your ideal client is and how to find them and your ideal client's brand voice as well. Today, we're going to start by diving into what should you offer. Now, this is all about social media services. So if you are brand new to this and you're thinking about starting a social media offer or a social media company and you're not already offering some sort of marketing service, can you just do me a big favor and say, this is new? Don't just say new, but say this. Actually, I lied. Change it. Say new offer. This will help me to be able to know like where we're at. So say new offer in the chat if this is a brand new offer for you. If you are already offering marketing services and you're going to be adding this or adjusting what you've already got going on, can you actually just put in the chat uh adding this? Weird words, I know, but it'll help me to be able to like segment it so I know where you're at. So just say adding this in the chat. And this is if you're going to be adding this on top. Okay, this is super helpful to see what we've got happening in the chat right now. What we're going to be talking about now is showing you what the options are for what you can offer. Now, this is something that could take an entire 3-day workshop on its own. So I am going to go kind of quickly for this because I really want to get into the HighLevel tool, but I wanted to make sure that you have an idea of like what kinds of things you can put out there. So I'm going to read through this list pretty slowly, just give you a little bit of an explanation. And then I have a written guide that you guys are going to get tomorrow. So you can review this as you're trying to decide exactly what to put out there. So, oh man, I should have done animation on this because it's a lot to see at one time, but we're just going to leave it like this. All right. So the first is social media content scheduling and management. And actually, I am going to make this animated because I think it's going to overwhelm myself as I'm reading it. So social media content scheduling and management. This is one of the easiest things to do. And I'm going to show you today how within the HighLevel platform, you don't even have to create the content. The content is all in there for you, which I think is honestly so cuckoo. And I teach people how to create content. So it's technically like putting my job at risk by showing you that this is possible. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can actually just in a few clicks have the content ready to go, and then you can just zhuzh it. I'm not even talking about with AI. I'm talking about the templates that are available when you are using this. It is bananas. Okay, so that's social media content and scheduling. And when you're doing this, the thing that is also really cool is that oftentimes if you're offering this as a service, you have to buy a tool in order to be able just to do the scheduling. But what's awesome is that with this, you not only have your own business. Oh my gosh, my window just froze.
I still see you though. Everything's
I
good
know
to
it's
hear.
not letting me screen share. It's just so
Um,
weird. Wait, wait,
hmm,
wait. Ah, shoot. I got it.
you got it?
Hold on. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Let me
Did
just
you just multitask creating a bunch of slides
I
and
did
animate?
actually, which is
Wow.
dangerous for me to do. We often joke that I have two brains. Like when I am emceeing, I love emceeing and I'll be emceeing at TNC again this year. And sometimes I'll stand off to the side, I'll be having a full conversation, and then someone on stage will mention my name and I'll jump right into their conversation, having heard everything they said while I'm talking to this person. So don't do this at home.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. I love it.
All right. So social media content scheduling and management. This oftentimes you have to actually have your own tools for your business and then use other tools for scheduling things for your content for your clients. But what's really cool is that you can add these tools as a bonus to your services and it creates amazing stickiness for your clients. You also have the opportunity, we're going to start with this part actually today, this omni-channel social messaging. So this brings all the accounts, the social media accounts that have an API that allows you to bring in the conversation into one chat. This is possible, which is so helpful for your clients. Seriously, so helpful. Also, custom chatbots for social platforms. So we're going to go over Instagram and Facebook chatbots, and I'm going to show you exactly how to set it up. We're going to give you a template, and stay here because there's one error that most people make. It is very tiny. Most people make it and it breaks their chatbot. If you don't know this, because I didn't tell you yet, I have been teaching chatbots since 2018. So, we were featured as one of the top most engaging chatbots on the internet back in 2018. So we know a lot about chatbots. I got you. Also, automated DM and comment responses. So these are all things that you can add on to your services and charge more for or include to provide more value. Now, we're focusing on these features right now. The benefits and the transformation are way beyond this, but these features are so valuable. So the automated DM and comment responses, we're going to test that out together. You'll see how it works. It is really, really cool. It's amazing. And it leads to so much more engagement and reach. Also, review and reputation management. Now, you may not think this is social media related, but Google My Business is, that's not what it's called. What's it called now? Google Business? I don't know. That is a really easy thing to add on as a social media extension. And there is a method, a tool inside HighLevel. Amy Winslow told me about it the other day, and I did not know about it. And I'm so stoked. So thank you, Amy. There's so many cool things you can do. You can automatically turn a review into a custom graphic without doing anything. It's just automatic. Someone leaves a review, the graphic is created, and then you post it. Social media lead nurturing. I'm going to go pretty quick through the rest of these because I know we want to get into it. Social media analytics and reporting, sales funnel integration for your social media traffic. So forget about Linktree. We're going to give you a little template that you can use as that main link on social so you can prove to your clients that you're bringing them results. Huge. Community engagement and social listening, video and podcast editing for repurposing. That's not done within HighLevel, but you can add that as a service and then schedule the things on HighLevel. I can't wait till HighLevel rolls out a video editor. That'll be cool. Faceless video creation. I'm going to show you how to do that at the end today. AI avatar video and photo accounts. I'm going to show you how to do that today at the end. Can you believe we're going to cover all this today? And social media contest giveaway management. So like what I just showed you today with the nuggets, we have done this for clients, and I can give you some examples where we do a contest. It's automated with the DMs, and then we can sell it as like once a month, we'll do a giveaway for you. Ooh, right? It's really cool. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then influencer outreach and management. So inside this template, inside the snapshot that we're giving you, we actually have some tools that will help you to be able to reach out to influencers and manage influencers and podcast guests, that type of thing too. Social media advertising and lead capture is another thing that you can add. We're not going to cover this today, but I just wanted you to know it's there. Google ads are so easy to add right through the HighLevel platform, and the reporting and everything is in there. So if you have that skill set, you can add that too. Oh my gosh. Easy additional services. Newsletter email services. So we're doing this for a client, and it is awesome to be able to offer this as a bonus for some of our clients as well. Custom GPTs, we're going to cover that today. Social media templates. So you could even just say, hey, and every month as a part of using our tool, you're going to get these social media templates. Salt Bay, really good seasoning there. Blog posts and SEO optimization is something that you can add, and I'll show you how easy that can be with AI. And searchable branded gifts. So if you're not using searchable branded gifts for your clients, it generates millions of views for our clients every month. It is wild. Okay, man, are you ready to see what this would actually look like when you package it together? Again, we're going to go pretty quickly through this, but I just wanted you to know what's possible. Are you ready to see?
Show me the example.
Okay, here we go.
Oh
So
wow.
I put together these little packages, and this is really just a very basic version. Sometimes I find that if you have too many packages, you actually overwhelm your ideal clients. So for my business, we have actually limited our packages at the moment. We have one social media package because I just got tired of having the different levels, and we have other things that we use as starting points. But when I first got started, my first thing that I did in the business space was that I did social media for people. Now I've built it to a place where I'm doing more consulting and courses and all of that. This is such an amazing, tangible thing to sell. So this social starter is like basic analytics, content posting, and reputation monitoring. Social visibility builder adds an introduction of advertising, basic lead capture, automated responses, helping businesses create visibility and begin to engage with the followers and leads. Then you could move into some sort of growth engagement suite. This is for businesses ready to enhance engagement. This package includes lead nurturing. So you could bring in a VA that helps to do that lead nurturing, or maybe there's even an AI feature that can do the lead nurturing for you. How amazing would it be if magically HighLevel had an option for an AI employee that can do that lead nurturing for you? That would be so cool. Okay, then complete influence and scale for established brands, more of a comprehensive package with full funnel integration, chatbots, contests, influencer management, and then enterprise social optimization, which is more of what we're doing now. It's fully customized solution for larger businesses featuring advanced testing, custom analytics, dedicated support, excuse me, all of this, right? So don't go take these and post exactly this as your offer. You've got to weave in your quesadilla of awesome, your brand. But how about this for a really good starting point? Is that dope? Give me the word dope in the chat if that is like so easy to see how you could do this.
I think for, as I'm looking at the comments here, there's some comments around organization, clarity on how you present it. With everything you do, can you just share a little bit of on how you keep all this organized for the team, for yourself, for the customer? Is everything
Yeah.
pretty much on Google Docs? Is it on the website? Is it more on PDFs?
And so everything that we do is we've moved between Notion and blah blah blah, all these different things, Airtable, yada yada yada. We have all of our packages and things like this within Google Docs, and it's all organized. We have an operations folder, and everything is organized within there. One thing that I find to be so helpful, and we're going to talk about this with content, is framework, framework, framework. If you don't give yourself a framework that is easy for your brain to remember, you're not even going to know what your offers are. So, one thing in all of our programs, we have frameworks that we come back to and we reiterate, like giving them names like the Goldilocks method means that I can come back and I can say, hey guys, remember, use the Goldilocks method. You don't want your offers to cannibalize each other. By having these frameworks, it helps solidify. And one thing that it does, I haven't shown this in a long time, but when I was selling services or consulting, I used to feel like it was a little difficult to sell because it wasn't a tangible thing. When I started to offer, in addition to social media services, when I first started to offer chatbots, it was like all of a sudden I had a widget. And I'm going to show you. This was my first widget. So,
Oh my
can you
goodness.
see it?
What is that called though?
This is just a little silly thing I used to give away, like a promo thing. But by having an
Oh,
automated chatbot back in 2018, when I started offering this as a service, all of a sudden people were willing to pay so much because I added that software to my services. So by adding, this is really where the magic comes into play, is by adding what I like to call, are you ready? What I like to call, don't, SaaS magic into the system. This, it really does bring everything together and it makes your offers tangible. So even if you're selling like something totally, you're not selling services. Let's say you're selling a coaching program or a community and you add a software to the back of it, it creates that stickiness. And that's where the real magic comes from, having this higher level, the 297 or the 497 version of HighLevel, higher level version of HighLevel, because you're able to give this to your clients at no additional cost to you, which I know doesn't seem like it makes sense, but it's real. So part of it is that we add everything into these software tools. So the templates are there, and going back to the frameworks. So that company details sheet, I don't recreate it. I know every day, just back to what we talked about yesterday, every day I am coming back into my company details sheet. This is the source of truth. My whole team knows this is the source of truth. Every detail of what we need in our programs. You can even see a program that we are no longer offering. Look, I just crossed it off in here because we may offer it later, but I just crossed it off. The frameworks, and I am like, just in case you didn't notice, I am a crazy ADD psycho. So if I can be this organized, so can you.
but you said the frameworks, and I feel like that's exactly what we've been going over since yesterday, and now today, is documenting, making sure it's organized, not just for us, but for our customers and for our teams to repeat, recycle, and
Hey,
go.
that is a really amazing point. So when our clients come in, and this, I have a really good friend that we brought on to help white label some stuff for us, and they did not have this in place and it broke things. So I will just say, he was like, oh my gosh, your systems. And I said, yeah, how on earth do you deliver an offer like this without systems? Like if you're rebuilding it every time, it may feel more creative, but it's going to get you into trouble. So when our clients first come on, we automate all of their onboarding. Everyone gets the same agreement. And we're going to get into all of that, but everybody gets the same package. And then we use their brand and their unique differentiators to customize it on top of it. So we're going to dive even more into a lot more of that today. So good questions, y'all. All right. So the SaaS magic is really what gels it all together and creates that stickiness. I'm going to show you a Goldilocks method example. Now, this is something that we teach in our sales trainings. This example is maybe going to look like a lot when I first show it to you, but when you go and read this later, after you get it later, by sticking with us, it's going to make so much sense. So what we do is for every package, we include all of this information and what package would be next. We're creating a gap after every single offer. So what will they still need? More engagement and tools and analytics to help build a community. Suggested next product, the social visibility builder. And then that brings them into here. What do they still need? More advanced engagement workflows and reputation management. That brings them into this next package. You guys see how that works? This is here as a template for you to be able to customize and make your own. You're going to get access to that too. You stay with us to the end. JB, is that cool?
Absolutely, it's cool. It's actually too cool to be cool. It's the coolness of the cool. I don't even know if that's
Coolness,
even
like, okay.
possible, but there's C3.
It's going to be really helpful for you. And actually, this goes so well with a question that I just saw come in the chat from Mo. So Mo said, this is really important for everybody. So like, listen up. We didn't put a decision cap on yet today. So do this with your fingers. Okay. JB, you got this. Do this with your fingers. Put it right by your ear and go like this. So you should hear that little. This is me whispering in your ear. This is so easy. Okay. This is so easy. Because here's the secret. I'm going to read Mo's question, then I'm going to give you a secret that's going to make this so easy. Mo said, please clarify, to what degree are we expected to learn the actual skills within GHL? Or in my case, simply promote these services through strategic content. I'm not tech savvy, but I completely understand the value of this software. The goal of this workshop is to show you that you can actually offer this as a service with this software. But here's the secret. JB, am I allowed to say what I'm about to say? Do you know what I'm about to say?
I don't have the superpower to read your mind, so as long as it's not, these are not the opinions of HighLevel. Do I have to read a disclaimer, Molly? I just want to make sure we're on the same page here.
Okay. HighLevel has an amazing affiliate program. And so if you don't have the tech skills to actually do all of this, you can create content around it and send people to your affiliate link. Is that okay to share?
That's perfectly fine. Actually, that's a great angle because people that do consume these type of workshops, they have other things going on and they're at different parts of their journey. And that's actually a great point. I appreciate you sharing that. And if
And
you
I'm
haven't
like,
learned about it,
I am also an affiliate of HighLevel. And so I'm, again, potentially shooting myself in the foot, but I'm really committed to making this like very impactful for you guys. So I think the best opportunity is to do both, is to deliver services, have your own white label, and then also have the affiliate program on the side. So hopefully through this, you'll see how those possibilities are there for you. All right, we're going to jump back in and continue screen sharing. We are moving into next. We talked about this SaaS magic and the Goldilocks method examples. And now it is time to deep dive into messenger automation, pipelines, and the content. Now, you may be like, Molly, wait, the first thing on that little list you shared before was the content. That was the easiest one, just offering content. True. And that's why I'm doing this in the opposite order. So we're going to start with the thing that is most complex, which is the messenger automation. So what we need to do is I need you to put on another hat today. I need you to put on another hat today. Put your hands like this. I know I keep doing these weird things, but it helps you to not get as overwhelmed, promise. Okay, put your hands like this. And inside your hands today, yesterday we mentioned decide. Today, you're just going to keep reminding yourself, this is so easy. Okay, you're going to put on your easy hat. Be careful where you go with it. Ready? On the count of three, we're all going to go, this is so easy. And then you can give yourself this little thing. So as I go through this, I'm going to go a little bit slower. I'm going to pause and explain all of these nuances to this system. And then you can come back and watch the replay tomorrow when you get access to the snapshot. Okay. Also, if you have an actual HighLevel account, if you've already gotten the trial, can you just say got it in the chat? And that way, like we talked about yesterday, if you want to be building these things out at the same time, you can build this out with me. Tomorrow, you're going to get the snapshot and it'll be even easier because it'll be built for you. But if you want to get in and build these out, like JB recommended, you can bring up one screen to watch what I'm doing and another screen to actually do it because I'm going to be showing you exactly what to do. Okay? Are you ready? So excited. And this is the part where I'm going to show you there's one huge mistake that a lot of people make when they're doing this. And so just know that I will fix it for you so that you will be fully ready to go. Okay. Now I've decided actually for today, we're going to start with messenger automation. Oops, I'm in the wrong place. We're going to start with the messenger automation, and then we're going to move into the pipelines. Then we're going to talk about the content. And then at the end of today, I'm going to show you how to install a snapshot so that you're ready for tomorrow. That sound good, JB? Is that cool?
Good to go. Good to go.
Okay. So like I said, we've got our blinders on today. We're not going to worry about all of the amazing features that are in here. I am currently in a test account so that I really can start with the basics with you. You're not going to worry. Like you may see this launch pad up here. You may see the dashboard. This is a test account for me, so I don't have anything set up in here. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. And yours is going to look a little different because mine is branded for my community. It's called Star Funnels. Yours is going to be the basic HighLevel account. It's going to be like a navy blue or something. You're going to go all the way down on the left-hand side and you're going to click on automation. Now, you're probably not going to see anything in this automation section here because you're using a brand new account. Or maybe you have another white labeled account and you're seeing a lot of things. When you get this snapshot, you're going to be given all of these different automations. Now, these are pulled straight from my paid programs. So that's why you see like SS01. I have a program called Social Sales Stars. I didn't want to mess with things, so I just left the names the same as you're getting access to these bonuses. When it says T, these are pulled with the help of the amazing Andy Klepner, who's on this call, and Nuno Tavares, who are on our team. And these templates, they help me put together also. So you guys are going to have loads of templates. We are going to start with something that I have inside a folder called Speaking from the Stage. This is for when you get the snapshot. I'm just going to click in here to show you how you can organize these. Inside here, and then I'll show you how to create one from scratch as well. But inside here, what you're going to see when you get the snapshot tomorrow is this Instagram comment automation. We're going to start with the Instagram comment automation. Okay. We're going to start with this, and this is actually going to trigger a reply when someone comments on a post. Now, before we start to build it, I want to show you what actually happens for the user, because I think sometimes when we get deep into the backside and we see these workflows, and if you're not used to that, it can feel very overwhelming. So if it's feeling overwhelming, this is your Alzheimer's prevention day. You're going to stretch your brain. It's going to be so good for you. And you're going to be such a rock star on the other side. If you are already an automation wizard, amazing. You're still going to learn things. Yesterday, I attended a basic GPT creation training with Perry Belcher. And I thought, man, it's so good to come back to the foundations. I create loads of GPTs every day, but to get back to the foundations, that's where you get the real nuance and the real nuggets. So even if you're super advanced, you're going to get something out of this next section. All right. So what we're going to do to be able to see how this works is we're going to go to Instagram. So pull up Instagram on your phone, not on your desktop. Pull up your phone and go to Instagram. When you're ready, say ready in the chat. And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to screen share my own Instagram. And this is just so you can kind of see what happens. So there is a tool called Notebook LM. Do you guys know what that tool is? It's a really amazing AI tool. And I had done a video training on how to use Notebook LM. So what I did for today is I made that chat automation specific just for you guys. Okay. So this is one that I created just as an example for you because I'm going to show you how to build it out. It's exactly the same chatbot that you guys are going to build out today. All right. Examples of some of the chatbots that I've used so far. If you look at my Instagram account, you can see this post right here. It says, want the system that allowed me to go from 0 to 50K in just 3 months. Say roadmap below for a 46-page guide. Everyone who comments on this, when they say roadmap, notice they get an automatic reply that says, got you, sending a message. Roadmap. This one says, you got it. I'm sending you a message. All of this is automated. This helps to drive more engagement. It helps to drive conversations. And when we teach our content systems, it's not just about the content. The conversions happen because we are talking to human beings. This is going to bring people into your HighLevel account where you can actually follow up with them. So if you want to test it, what you're going to do is pick any post, okay? Any post, and you have to do it on a phone, not on a computer. You're going to pick any post, and you can see, notice right here, let me find the one that I did. I don't remember where I did it, but pick any post, and you're going to comment with the phrase, because I did this really special just for you guys. You're going to comment with the phrase, this is, let me make sure I do it right. This is awesome, okay? On any post, you're going to comment, this is awesome. All right? And what you're going to see happen is I have this set up so that anyone who comments on a post with the words, this is awesome, that exact match, it is going to trigger this workflow. Workflow. Once you comment, this is awesome, the next step in this workflow is that it is going to respond to that post. So I have set up 3 different types of posts that it could, 3 different types of posts. Oh my gosh. Y'all, if you're in here trying to control my screen, please behave. Okay. I think we need to remove the iPhone user because they're trying to control my screen and I can't do things when you're doing that.
Oh man,
Thank you.
we'll get
Okay.
on it.
Thank you. All right. So, hey, be sure to follow your account and then check your DM. Got you. Please check your DM and be sure to follow this account. Sweet. Sending you deets. Be sure to follow so the message gets through. This is really important. If people are not following you on Instagram or not following your clients on Instagram, there are new rules from Facebook that these messages may be sent to the requests folder, right? Oh my gosh. They may be sent to the requests folder. So we want to make sure that when you get those, put these things in here, you're going to use the same little template that I'm going to share with you right now where it says follow as well. Okay. Then once that happens, after that, can you please remove Linda as well? I'm so sorry. Guys, for reals. Today's an awesome day. Thank you. Okay. Then after that, is it working? Are you? Yeah, and it totally, I see to the question, does this replace ManyChat? Yes, you can cancel that account. This replaces all other chatbot things. It's magic. After that response is there, then this is the big mistake that everyone makes. We're going to go over this a bunch. You have to set this one up to reply to the comment. So as a reply, oh my gosh. This is wrong. You guys, how did it get wrong in here? It's supposed to be, oh no, that one is right. I'm so sorry. Reply to the comment. This is where it gets tricky. Okay. The reply to the comment via DM is going to be a message that is sent via DM to that, oh my gosh, a message that is sent to the DM that is going to be saying, thank you for commenting on that post about the amazing AI audio tool. So I know you didn't know that's what the post is about, but that's the little thing I set up for you guys. This is also really important. And remember, we're starting with the most like detailed thing here. Thank you for commenting on this post about blah, blah, blah. May I send the requested info here? This is how we get them into our DMs. If you just send a link here, they will click the link and go off of social. We want to keep them in the comments. anyone that messages you through your Instagram account, if you are connected to HighLevel, it brings them into the backside of your account, inside your CRM, so you can follow up. Okay, may I send info here? Oh, and again, I didn't put my Instagram account if you guys want to test it. Let me just make sure. It's The Prepared Performer. I don't think I actually maybe told you that. So it's Instagram.com/The Prepared Performer. I have a personal one. It's not set up on there. Okay. Now, once you have this, this is really important. Down here, instead of having a URL, we're going to have buttons. And this is the template that I'm giving you. So I'm really just showing you this as an example. I have 2 buttons. Even though they ask for something specific, we are actually going to give them the chance to up level into something else with us. So the first button says work with Molly. The next button says yes, send it. Sometimes I'll add in here, I'll say like, click yes, send it. Right? I'll add it like that in there also sometimes, depending on how confused people. Okay, so when they do that, it's automatically going to trigger the next step. So I'm going to get clear on these workflow automations right here. This is a little more advanced than what you can do in something like ManyChat, which is even better. So watch this bottom part. And a lot of people got confused when this first came out. So I'm explaining this very slowly for you. This wait step at the bottom. It says wait time for default next step in minutes. And then we're going to read this together and then I'm going to explain it. For any messenger action that we need to, from any messenger action, we need to add wait time if no input is received by the time. We will move into the next default step. By default, a wait of 1 minute is, which is editable. If no button is selected, the contact will go to the default timeout branch. So that means, I'm going to close this. That means if someone comes in here and they comment on your post, you respond automatically to the comment, they get an interactive message, and they do not click one of these 2 buttons. This is amazing. You can set a next step. You can set something else to happen here. Like you can set, watch this, an internal notification to go to Instagram and talk to those people, like a follow-up. You'll be getting this workflow tomorrow, but I'm going to walk you through kind of how to set it up also. Is that dope or is that dope? Okay, final step. After they click this is actually the part that everybody messes up, okay? Because I could not figure out why this was wrong. And I figured out why it was not. This was like months ago. I don't know if Nuno's here, but to Nuno, I was like, why are these not working? This is why. And JB, I've been meaning to give this feedback actually to HighLevel. So I'm just going to share something that's wrong inside a recipe. And it's because Instagram automation is like ninja and there's a lot of nuance. So if you use the basic recipe inside of HighLevel, this needs to be changed because what it actually says in the recipe, and we can go look at it to see if it's right now, it says reply to comment via DM. That is not what we're doing. We're replying to a DM because when they click that button, if you've tested it, you'll notice when they click the button, it sends a direct message. Let me show you over here what this looks like. So I'm going to go, Sarah, can I show our conversation? Hopefully I can. I love you so much. And I'm just going to say yes. Okay. Great to meet you. You're amazing. I love you. How have we not talked here? Okay. See how this message is here? Thanks for commenting on our post about this amazing AI tool. May I send you the info? When she clicks yes, send it from her phone, it will send a message. That message then goes into my DMs, which connects with HighLevel. And now my team can follow up and have conversations and it can put them into a pipeline. JB, before we get any further in the workflow, I just want to make sure everyone understands the power of this. And I can go show where it shows up on the HighLevel side as well. But I just want to check in because I really, sometimes we'll go too fast through this and I just want to make sure we're good.
I think, for someone, how does this affect the bottom line by
Oh,
investing the time to set this
okay.
up?
Great
How,
question.
like, what can I expect from it if I'm
Okay.
new and I don't understand like the whole secret
Okay.
sauce?
Thank you. And if you're offering social media services, cute posts do not equal sales. You know what equals sales? Conversations with human beings who want to buy from you. So when we get to the content part, we're going to talk about the content that we create specifically instills buying beliefs, which then moves people into a conversation so that you can make an offer. So a lot of people will say, "Hey, I'm going to do your social media." But if you want to actually generate leads for your clients, this feature is the way to do it. Because what happens on here, um, I'm going to show you on my side. I got to get to, okay, so I'm going to go to a conversation with Art Hive Collective. Okay. Art Hive Collective, thank you so much for doing this and for like testing it in there. What you're going to see is this person, this is on the back side of my HighLevel. Now I'm in the conversation section. Do you see all of this? Yes, send it. Yes, send it. Yes, send it. Yes, send it. That's people clicking that button. So here, thanks for commenting on the post about this amazing AI audio tool. May I send you, right? This is the message that was scheduled, right? Then she has an, and this is really funny. She has an automation. So her automation was triggered by that message. Which even if she hadn't clicked the button because she has that automation in there, and now our bots are talking to each other, which is funny. She clicked yes, send it. And then the next message that I had scheduled, here's the Bananas AI tool, blah, 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 blah. It's so cool. Notice what I have here. Oh, it says unsuccessful. What did I do? Did you get that message actually? Oh my gosh, it's not the thread owner. I don't know what I did. Okay, well, I've never seen that before. So that is interesting. I don't know what that error means. Do you know what that means?
I'm sure I can find out, but at this
Yeah,
moment,
how strange. Okay.
it's
What often happens when I'm doing these like trainings here is I've connected my account to multiple accounts now because I'm testing this out for you guys. And I think I
yes.
may have turned off my Instagram connection somehow where things are being weird. So that is really
But
tricky.
also the Instagram API does change, and sometimes if you're not the connectivity matters. It's definitely a two-way connection. So to your point, these bugs happen and they shouldn't deter you from like in doing this. So I think the exciting part here is to know that it's not only you.
Totally.
Even we all experience it. Even our HighLevel account with thousands of
Totally.
thousands of thousands of conversations that come in by the hour, we experience some disconnection and we make it better and we just have to reconnect. So all good. I
Totally.
mean, while Molly's trying to get this squared away for you, comment below. Are you planning on taking what you've learned so far, package it for you to implement in your business, or are you looking to implement it in your business and also package it to offer it to your clients? And as we unpack some of the stuff that we've gone over from yesterday till today, what is your thoughts? What is your feedback around the comment automation? And how do you see yourself using that to monetize it? I mean, think about this. If you are working with a pet groomer, if you're working with a personal trainer, think of the seasonal businesses that are approaching in the next 2 months, depending on where you're at in the world, whether, it's around holidays, whether it's around, national awareness, such as, New Year's Eve in the States, losing weight, tone firm, starting fresh, buying a new home, depending on where you're at, the real estate market, has a focus in certain areas or certain types of homes or new construction. How are you going to engage with your audience? Because it's not just like Molly had mentioned, not just about posting cute posts or funny posts. It's about getting the conversation started. So I want you to be aware that there are people using this every day, whether it's with HighLevel or other services. They're not manually responding back to all these hundreds of messages that they may get. And maybe they don't even get hundreds of messages. Maybe they'll get like you or me, they'll get 10 messages or 5 messages automating 5, 10, or 500 is a lot better than having people wait. So here's the biggest takeaway that I've used to leverage AI. It cuts the wait time down. And when I cut the wait time down, I get speed to lead, speed to relationship, speed to result. And think about this, when your customers want results, do they want it slow or do they want it fast? So, Molly, I know you have a lot still here to
We have so
unpack,
much to cover.
but I
Okay.
just want to make sure I give you a minute to kind of get everything situated.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm like confused, but it's okay. We are so good. And I will figure out what exactly happened because I think because I was testing this on so many different accounts, I think I disconnected things in a weird way. So just keep in mind somehow I've like disconnected things, but I'll figure out what it was and come back and explain what I did so that you guys don't do it in the future. So, are you seeing the possibility of all of this and the ways that this can actually transform what is happening in your business? It is amazing. So, let me go to, I'm going to get back. I just got to figure out what account I'm in now, and I'm going to show you in here. Okay, because I'm in like so many accounts. When you are setting this up, so we're going to go back just one little step to show you when you are setting this up. Let me show you. I'm going to walk through each of these steps. Actually, JB, do you think it'd be helpful to walk through each of these steps more from the beginning, or should I go on? What do you think?
I think based on your expertise and working with the audience this size, I'm going to lean on you on this one.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do just like a quick little review of that. What I'm gonna give you guys is I'm gonna do a separate video where I go really slow through each of those steps so that you can come back to that. I'll put it in the little bonus section like a Loom video really slow because we have so much to cover in the next hour that I want to make sure we get through all of it. And I'll do a separate, is that helpful for those people? I know some people already do this and they want to go on. Some people are like, what am I doing? So I'm going to give you just a Loom video in the resources information that we give you tomorrow. I'll go through all of that and give you that exact Loom video. But again, you're going to get this template inside the snapshot. So let me show you. This can work on Instagram. It can also work on Facebook. So when you see this on Facebook, you'll have, oh, you guys, that's what I did. I started to edit it while I was here and broke it. Did you see that? It had those exclamation points on it. That's what I did. I really need to just create a brand new account that I'm going to use that is separate from this because then I just break things. So, yeah, what you're going to see inside the account that you guys are using, the test account, right inside your snapshot, is you're going to see that in these workflows, you'll have Instagram, Facebook, and then also you'll have a text message workflow. And these work in a similar fashion where instead of commenting, people can actually send a text message in. That's an additional feature that you can give to your clients, which is amazing. And then just as a little extra bonus, I also have a whole funnel in here for speakers because this is a part of our funnel. So if you're looking to help your clients get on more stages, I've got a little bit about that too, which is like seriously helpful. Okay. All right, we are going to move on to our next step, which is what happens after someone comes through this little Instagram comment automation. So what's going to happen is you're going to go to the pipelines section, which is hidden inside of opportunities. Now, when people come in, you want to be able to track these people as leads and move them closer towards buying. And so we're going to set up a pipeline for your clients. So when you click on opportunities, and you don't have to manage this for them, you just tell them, hey, look, buddy, I gave you all of these leads. So we are giving you this basic marketing pipeline. This basic marketing pipeline moves people from connected on social all the way through to buying. And I think it's actually a good idea if we do a little hand motion here. So everybody, we're going to move on from the messenger automation. You guys see how magic that is? Just say the word magic in the chat if you see how magic that is. We're going to go into a separate section of this tool as if we're opening a brand new tool. Okay. And then I'm going to show you how to connect them together. So really important little thing I'm going to show you. Take your hands like this. You can do it on your side. I know I can't see you, but if you do it, it's going to make it even better. In order to bring in results with our social media content, we have to have two things: content and conversations. Okay. This helps you to remember the importance of this. We have content and conversations. It's your little cheer, right? Now, when the conversations start coming in, I like to say that it's as if you've opened a bottle of social media champagne. When you do a post like this, if you saw that roadmap post that I showed you, it had 680 comments. Imagine if I was getting 680 comments on every post of people who wanted something from me, it would actually start to feel really overwhelming. So the cool thing to do is offer services that get your clients visible first. That's the content. Then offer services that get your clients into conversation. Then now we're creating the next gap, right? Because it's like, oh, I'm visible. How do I actually get people to talk to me? Well, I can offer you this little service. Then now I've got all these conversations. How do I actually keep up? Well, you can offer this little service. And that's where we're going to offer the pipelines as an option inside this tool. And if you want, you could even offer pipeline management. That is a whole nother offer though. But giving them the organization and the system is amazing. So when we come in here, you're going to, yeah, and you should have the same menu items inside yours. It just won't be cute because mine's cute, right? All right. So inside the opportunities, what you're going to get tomorrow is this basic marketing pipeline. Okay. We're going to give you these 3 pipelines as a bonus when you get in through our trial. If you don't see any pipelines at all yet, you're going to click on pipelines and you can create a new pipeline. If you have a system, a framework, remember we talked about the importance of frameworks. If you have a framework for moving people from cold to warm to hot to throwing credit cards at your face, then you can put your own system in here. We have created a system that works super well on social. And so I'm going to show you what it is. Let's say someone comes in through an Instagram conversation, okay? Or let's say I'm at an event. So I go to the HighLevel Summit next year and I meet someone who's like, man, I saw you on the workshop and I really want to work with you. I'm like, cool. Okay. So I'm going to put their information in here. Okay. This is my own information. I'm going to fill all this out. I'm not going to go through all the details of that, but I'm creating this information. Now, let's say I know this is someone who's good for a $5,000 program. So I'm going to write 5,000 there. Okay. I just edited the opportunity. I'm going to close it. Now, look, this person is marked as a friend or a family member because you may have friends and family commenting in your stuff and they may end up in here. Once you've identified that they're a lead, you move them into this lead identified section. Once you have started a conversation with them, you move them over here. Now, you could find someone randomly on Instagram, get them into the DMs and put them here, right? You could find someone without actually getting in the DMs and be like, oh, that person looks like a good fit. I'm going to add them here. You could spot someone. Maybe you go to a coffee shop. Okay, here's a good example. I love this Italian restaurant called Renata's. The owner's name is Ben. Ben needs marketing help. I can identify him as a lead, even if I've only met him in person. Once I get him into a sales type conversation or a qualifying conversation, I would move him into the conversation started, even though we met because I just go to his restaurant all the time. All right. Is this helpful? You guys seeing how magical this is? Once I know they're qualified, I move them
Well,
here. Yeah.
question around this. If somebody has a client that's on another platform and maybe um, they're not using this in their platform and they're seeing this for the first time because everyone's at different levels, could you just touch on the power of this, of how this kind of all interconnects with AI
Yes.
and just keeping the conversation going without having
Yeah.
to manually pull, push, and press buttons?
Yes. So and that's what I was going to show that after, but I will show you right
Oh, no
now
worries.
because it is
Then
so cool.
okay,
Well,
go at
so
your pace.
let
That's
me
fine.
actually, this is the perfect place to show you. So remember how we just sent that resource to people via messenger automation? Well, what you can actually do, and I didn't include this in the snapshot, but I think I'll actually add this to the snapshot. Yeah, I'll just do it here. When you are in this, little spot right here, right? So remember I showed you this workflow. After someone gets this message, you can add another little thing right here that adds them into, hold on. I have to remember what things are called, an opportunity inside that pipeline. So now automatically I can say create or update opportunity, select pipeline. I have a bunch of different pipelines, ignore mine, but I can select the basic marketing pipeline, which is the one that we're giving you. In that pipeline, I can go to sent resource. I'm going to leave this blank because it's going to pull their name in here, or I can do contact name, right? Contact name. This is a custom value that's pulling their contact name in here. I know this opportunity came from Instagram because this is an Instagram DM. So I can go IG DM or Instagram. I'll just make it simple. Add that as a source. If I know that this flow is potentially leading people to join our content club, let's say, and 3 months of the content club is 297. So I'm going to mark that lead value at an average of 297. And then I can change this status to open. Down here, I want to make sure my opportunities don't move backwards in this pipeline. They only move forward because we don't go back, right? We move people towards purchasing. We don't send them backwards. I also do not want to allow for duplicate opportunities. Let's say I wanted to add a tag here of which resource we sent them. I can add a field and I can go here and I can add a custom field. This is actually just a field, not a tag. I shouldn't have said that, but I can add a custom field that is that in there? I'm not going to worry about that, but you can add a custom field here where I don't even know what account I'm in now, but you can add a custom field here that moves them forward, or that, sorry, that takes notes basically inside here, which is amazing. Okay, then I'm going to save this action. And what will happen is everyone, notice that I've got these errors on here. I've got to fix it. So, oh, I don't know what I did, but I did something wrong. Guys, I really messed it up when I was editing it, which I shouldn't have done. Okay. So then you can have it move into that new opportunity, which will automatically bring them over here into this sent resource opportunity. From there, what's even more powerful is that when someone is in this sent resource opportunity and in your conversations, they are also in your contacts. So you will see them here in the contact section. You can add them into a smart list where then you can organize people by the types of things that they have opted in for. There is no tool that does all of this together where it takes it from there and moves it here, and then you can do here, and then you can automate it there. JV, does that explain? We're getting the
It's gone.
now. Now, the reason I was going to wait on those is because those can be a little more advanced, right? So just know that you don't have to do all of those things, right? You don't have to get all of those things going, but it's seriously powerful if you do. So it is awesome. It is really good. Okay, I like it. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Tell me what else you got. Any other questions on this? Let's pause for a moment just to ask questions.
I don't think there's anything particularly. I just see a lot of enthusiasm around the chats, and overall, I think right, the energy you share and the positive thinking is a big part of this. Couple hashtag nugget with the emoji mind explosion. But I think, right, this is all fun and this is all challenging and exciting, but how does it impact the bottom line? And you've covered a couple of ways how. You can use it to level up your business, or you could use it to level up your clients, or you can package it as a foot in the door, right? Teaser to let people see and know what you're made of and how you can help them. Because let's face it, today there are tons of big marketing companies out there, that have not delivered on their promise, and consumers are more hands-on and more aware of like what's out there, what's available. So they're a little leery sometimes of, is this another person that's going to take my money and run? So it's important that we just have in the top of our mind that we have to show just a little bit of extra value. And that's the benefit of what we're packaging here in the AIify your agency with HighLevel, because you have so many different buttons you could turn on and features that you could say, hey, look, you can play with this and check it out for yourself. And then we can set up an appointment for a few days later and see how I can help you like start to AIify your business, right? Because we are entering AI season and things are in the news and things are in articles and things are in the social media chatter. AI is are two letters that are not going anywhere anytime soon. So, positioning your brand as the support or the innovator will allow you the chance to monetize it. Monetize. I mean, our time is worth money, Molly. And don't get me on the preaching mode here, but I've seen so many people, including myself, that we get so excited on the offer that we get stuck in the weeds and we start getting lost in this forest of where do I go? How do I do it? Let me create, systemize, and do all these things. And then we never monetize.
Totally.
Monetize. Throw it in the chat if you're ready to monetize.
Monetize.
Show me the
Monetize. Okay.
money.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Now
put
I just
myself
want
on mute now, Molly.
I love it. I love it. I want to, do we have any questions? And I don't, you don't know this, but I used to have a program called Go Live and Monetize, which is glam. So we got to do it. I want to make sure, do we have questions that are coming in? I fixed the error on that thing. You guys know that when something goes wrong, I get like very freaked out about it. So I can show you what that error is if you want me to show it to you because I figured it out. But let me see if we have questions. So questions in the chat. Questions in the chat. I love all the emojis. It's so good. Okay, great question from Melissa, actually. She said, are you in your agency account, not your sub account? So I'm actually in the sub account. And what's really cool is when you are an agency and you have clients coming in, you log into their sub account to be able to create these things and help them. When you're on the agency side, you can't actually do things like the messenger automation, the social media, that kind of stuff. In order to do that, you'd have to log into your own sub account. And this is something that really confused me when I first logged in. I didn't understand that the agency is really like you are owning this tool for everyone. And then even to use it for yourself, you have to create a sub account for yourself to be able to connect all the integrations and everything. Okay, I know you're drinking from a fire hose. If you guys are good with the fire hose, because you know it's a lot of awesome and you'll have the replays, let me know. I see a really good question. Can we use this for paid ads as well? And yes, you can. And I will show you how to do that actually right now. And this will show you what I messed up with this post.
So while you set that up, Molly, let's just, because I know you have two brains and then a backup here.
I do. Keep going.
So I know you can multitask here. We have the ads manager in HighLevel. Ads manager, now I'm thinking in my mind, and just keep me honest here. I'm thinking I plug my ad in the ads manager. I set up my forms so that way they feed into my contacts, then they feed into my pipeline. And then I'm making sure that when someone engages with my ad, my conversation is features activated. So it's doing the talking for me based on what it knows about my business.
Correct. So what you want to do is you're going to go to, and let me, because there's a couple of questions about this, and I am probably breaking everything again to show you this, but I'm going to show you. Remember yesterday, when I showed my agency account, I said, I'm going to show you like the actual backside of my business, which I'm about to show you right now. So like, ooh, lean in. This isn't connected to everything that I do in my business. So these numbers aren't my total business numbers. I just feel like I need to clarify that. This is connected to part of what we're doing, but we have lots of different things that we had built before we started getting everything into HighLevel, which I'm so stoked that we have. When you are inside, and I'm going to screen share in just 1 second, when you are inside your agency account, what you will see, and I'm actually just going to show you an easy page. What you will see before you get into the sub account, you're going to see things like yesterday. Remember when you see this prospecting, because this could be confusing for you. If you don't see opportunities or any of that stuff here, that's because you're in the agency side of your business. In order to get into everything that I just showed you, you have to get into the sub account. And if you don't have a sub account yet, you create a sub account. So you'd click on sub accounts right here. I'm going to stop sharing for a second so I don't share private information, but you'd click on sub accounts. Actually, wait a minute. Watch this. I'm going to take that prospect. Remember how I prospected? I should have shown you this at the beginning. I apologize. This Anaheim Hills Chiropractic, this was my prospect from yesterday. I can convert them into a sub account. So I can actually start building this out for them before they even become a client and show them, hey, I'm going to give you a free website. Hey, I'm going to give you a free whatever to get you started. All you have to do is sign up for our marketing services. All you have to do is get a trial of this account. You know, there's all these different things that you can do. I'm going to give you a bonus website. Here's what it'll look like, right? And I'm just going to put my own name as a chiropractor here. So I clicked convert to sub account. I'm going to hit finish. It's pulling in all of their information from the regular internet. And then now that I have converted them into a sub account, I'm going to go into my sub accounts and I'm going to search for Anaheim Hills Chiropractic. Now this sub account, I'm going to click here and I can switch into their sub account. Now I'm inside their sub account. I can come up here on the right-hand side and I can load that snapshot that I've been sharing with you. So I'm going to load that social, Star Funnel Social is a snapshot that I'm giving you. I'm going to load all of this magic in there. And now everything in that snapshot is now instantly imported into the client's account. I'm in California. I'm in Anaheim. Okay, so now this, if I want to switch into this sub account, I can just click right here. And now I am acting as the client. JB, next time we do a workshop, I'm going to show that part first. It's so hard to remember what everybody doesn't know, right?
Well, I think just the visual helps, and I think we start to piece this stuff together. I know we have a handful of people that do have the tablet to the side or the phone to the side, and they're working this as we go. But I think just alone from my observation as this is loading up for you, I'm thinking in my head, right? How do I customize my high level? Right? The amount of detail that I'm seeing here, like, all right, so as I bring on new customers, I need to like put standard operating procedures together. How do I use AI to, fast track that for me, right? What do I need to look out for when working with certain customers, and what do I need to put in place so it's, rinse and repeat, like an assembly line. Like when you order something on a website that's well known, and you hit your button, one click, and then you know that it's going to arrive, and it's, or when you order pizza, it tells you where it's at. Like we need to have that flow because that's what our customers expect. That's why we've created this AI-ify your business, your mind. And
Your mind, AIFI your
like
mind.
get this traditional basic mindset of I'll get to it when I can, and the customers will wait. No one is waiting anymore. They If they wait too long, they go to somewhere else and they pay a premium. So at HighLevel, we want to make sure you understand speed to results. We're giving you the speed to results, and that's why we brought in Molly as a subject matter expert on this stuff here. So, Molly, I hope that will give you enough time to get this stuff loaded up.
Yeah. It's totally good. So
The
this
audience
is
is on
just to,
fire here.
we'll talk more about this tomorrow also, because I want to get into like, today we're focused on what you're delivering. But imagine if I did this for Renata's, like I should actually do this because I love that restaurant so much. And in 2020, we made it our mission to keep that restaurant open. We
Oh,
love
wow.
Renata's, right? My husband just walked in. We love it there.
Tell John I said what's up.
Oh, he says, what's up? His name's
What's
John
up,
too.
John?
So
One second.
amazing. Cool. Our kids are in a fire at their school and they're being
Oh my God.
evacuated. Awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, a microwave fire. Amazing. Okay,
Okay.
they're all fine though. Okay. So in here, imagine if you found somebody who would be a good fit as a social media client. You bring in their information like this. How long did that take me? Literally 2 minutes, right? You're going to have all of these templates installed. then you can come in here and say, the thing is, you can't actually build messenger automations on their account without connecting their account. So what you have to do is I would build this out and say, look, I've created this for Anaheim Hills Chiropractic. I'll show you how you can build them a landing page, build them a sales page. We're talking about that tomorrow. Hey, look, I built this for you. I'd love to show it to you on a call. Do a little Loom video showing how you've built it for them. They already see how awesome it is. And then once they're a client, you actually come in here and you would connect their Instagram and their Facebook, and that's how you can build out those automations. So you can't automatically do an automation on someone's account unless they're actually giving you permission to get into their account, right? Just to be super clear. Okay. Now inside here, when you want to build out that marketing or the automation or whatever, that stuff that we just did, the automations, remember, are all going to be built here for you. All of these different automations, calendars and everything are built here for you. We talked about the pipelines. Those are in the opportunities section. And so these opportunities will be built here for you. And then the next step is actually how we're going to create the content. JB, are we good to move into the content section here?
Let's move to the content.
Okay.
Come on, folks. We got to move to the
like
content.
Now I see one more question. Can you do this for multiple employees for a sub account? For example, each real estate can connect to a social media account. Yes. So you can build out multiple sub accounts for your own business like that. This is on the 297 level or the 497. If you start with the 297 and you start building all of these out, you're going to quickly see how easy it is for you to sell this. And the 497 automates the way that you can sell this. We'll talk about more of that tomorrow. But on the 297, you get unlimited sub accounts. Unlimited sub accounts. So if you have more than, I think it's on the 97, you get 3 sub accounts or just 2. What do we get on the 97?
Three should be good. And again, they're so the agency, and then you get 2 additional plus the one you use, about 2 to 3.
Yeah, so it's yours plus
it,
your own plus 2 more, which I think is how it is. So if you know that you're going to want more than 3 social media accounts, you're going to like more than 3 Facebook accounts, for example, you'll need to have 3 separate sub accounts, because the way that this works inside the conversations, just to show you this part, the way that these conversations come in here, you couldn't have 2 Facebook accounts inside one sub account because the API would get mixed up. But you can have WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, email, and text message all inside where everyone can be connected in one place. So you don't have to log into all these different accounts to talk to people. It is amazing. So we're going to move into the marketing side of things, and I'm going to show you how to create content for your clients in literally just a few clicks. Are you guys ready? Give me a ready in the chat. Are we ready? Oh, you know what? It's different. Here's a good question. Kathy White asks about having 2 different Facebook accounts. I believe, and I may be wrong on this, I believe those 2 Facebook accounts are 2 places you can schedule content, not that you can have in the DMs. JB, do you know the answer to that?
Here's what I'll say. This would probably be a great segue to this. Help.gohighlevel.com. I'm going to throw it in the chat here. This is like the manual I wish that when I ordered stuff online, it would come with, so I can actually put it together in one piece and have it, right? This is the actual like manual for HighLevel. It's always updated. If you type in their social media connections, whatever you type in, it'll give it to you there. And I use it. And even if you chat GPT some of these questions, like for example, I've chat GPT'd, how can I use HighLevel to create a social media campaign that includes Instagram and Facebook for a pet grooming business? This thing will actually tell me in detail what features, what approaches, and I could start talking to it basic, like if it was my employee or my assistant or my partner or whatever you have in your business. You can speak to it as you wanted to. And how
I
you
have not
speak
even
to
seen
it.
that.
Oh my goodness. Give it a shot. How can I use HighLevel's workflows to create a campaign around bringing in new customers?
Amazing. Okay. There's
Yeah.
also, can we talk about the workflow AI for just a second with that? Is that available?
The workflow AI and a handful of other features that have it are in there. Some of the stuff you have to turn on manually, depending on how you have your settings set up and your billing. Some of this does require you to turn on
This is what I don't
features.
know why I didn't do this. When I was getting those errors, I should have said, I'm getting this error right to this workflow AI. This assistant is here to help you build these things, depending on how you've turned it on. So just
And to
know
your
when we're talking
point,
about,
some of us, and to your point, Molly, and this is a very good point, we've had different iterations of help as you go in different softwares. So sometimes, depending on your previous experience with help as you go chat widgets or any types of widgets, you might have disabled this feature in HighLevel. And now that we've updated it, you're missing out on the true assistant within HighLevel. So like that workflow AI builder, we have another feature that walks you through questions in sections of each feature. So you have to go into the labs section of HighLevel. You have to go into your sub account settings, and you got to turn all these new things on that you might have turned off or may have not been available when you first got started. So
it's
I mean,
amazing.
this is like a soup. Like, oh yeah, and just to wrap up the thought process here, it's not just a HighLevel thing. There are big companies along with HighLevel that are even bigger in different industries and spaces that are adopting subscription as a service. They're adopting AI for their customer base within their platforms. They're adopting AI chat. So everything that you maybe experience with another business or another industry or wherever you're a customer at, it's okay to take those ideas and those experiences and infuse them into your business with what you're learning here.
It's amazing. Okay. I think we are officially ready for the marketing side of things. Now, in your account,
Let's
there are
rock and
two
roll.
places to connect your social media. So I want to be very clear. There are two different ways that we are using social media connections. And I mentioned this really quickly earlier, but it's also important to recognize what is available via the API. So that is the API is how these different tools talk to each other. So Facebook's API, Instagram's API, only work through a if you are trying to connect this to your personal profile, it will not work, which is totally fine. And if any tool out there tells you that it connects through the API on the personal profile, they are lying and you're in danger of getting your account shut down. Once the API opens up for personal profiles, HighLevel will have it, but it's not available right now. So we are connecting through the business API on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, all these different places. There are two different ways that we're connecting. One is for social media posting. The other is for the internal messenger conversations. And so I'm going to show you the different places to connect those because back to what I said earlier, for social media posting, if you're in this marketing section, inside a sub account, scroll down to marketing. Right here, this is where you're going to connect your accounts for social media posting. If you want to connect the accounts for the conversations piece, which is where the conversations are going to come in through here, you have to actually do that in the settings. So just to round out that automation section, go down to the settings on the bottom left-hand side. And inside the settings here, you're going to see all the way at the bottom, you're going to see, or like right midway through, you're going to see integrations. When you click on integrations, you can connect Google, Facebook, Instagram, all of these different things. This is where you can only connect one Facebook account and one Instagram account because otherwise the DMs would get mixed up. So you can connect it here. You just select your account. You go like this. It brings a pop-up and you select your account. You can't see my pop-up, but I promise it's there. And then that connects things to the DMs. What we're talking about now, so remember, this is so easy. And we didn't go over the full launch pad of how to set everything, like the foundations of how to connect everything. You can do that on your own when you get your account. Just go to Launchpad. It'll walk you through it. What we're doing now is all the way down in the marketing section. So you have to be inside a sub account. In the main menu, you're going to go down to marketing. Once you are there with us, just say, let's go in the chat. And it's only connected to pages. So you have to have your Instagram needs to be a business profile. It all needs to be connected through a business account. So what I'm going to do, just as an example, I'm going to connect my Facebook here. And I'm going to continue as me. Oh, also important. If you see anything that says lead connector, that is another way to say HighLevel. So lead connector is the same thing as HighLevel, GHL, all of that. And the reason that they call it lead connector is so that you can truly white label and nobody needs to know what it is that you're actually offering. And like, they don't need to know that you're building this on HighLevel. I tell everybody we're building it on HighLevel because I just do, but the lead connector is what it is for the integration. So like Zapier and any of that, it's called lead connector. So I'm going to connect this to, I'm just going to connect it to a fake page that I hardly ever use. Then that way I won't accidentally schedule chiropractic content on my own page. Okay. So now that is connected. And you can see that's the only thing I connected. I could connect all of these, but I'm not going to. I just connected that. Now I'm going to click get started. Okay. Now in here, this is where I can create and schedule the content. My computer is mad at me for doing too much. So in here is where I can create and schedule the content. And there are several different ways that I can do this. One is by just writing content. From my own brain, my own heart, all of that. I can just write content. Gosh, you guys, the school is calling about this fire. They keep calling. Just really going to trust that everything's okay. Okay, so in here, this is where I can schedule content. You'll see planner, content, and then statistics. And the statistics will be the like the stats, right? So in here, I have no posts yet because I haven't done any. The easiest way to do this is just to click new post. This is the simplest way, not the most effective. I select a social media place that I'm going to go. I'm going to type whatever content I want. I'm going to post it as a feed, a reel, or a story, right? And then I can add an image. I could also write this with AI. So I can click AI and I can say generate with AI. I can give it a title and I can say, get your back cracked. A brief description, promo for a chiropractor. This is a bad prompt, but I'm just showing you what's possible. Okay, select writing tone. I'm going to make it funny. I want 3 variations and I want it to be a medium length. I need a keyword. Back is going to be my keyword. Watch. Now, in order to get the AI to work, correct me if I'm wrong, JB, you'd have to connect the AI inside of this to your API for your AI generator, or how are we doing the AI stuff now?
Depends on which version you're on, but definitely there's an API guide.
Okay.
That if they know how to put this together, I'm not an API expert, so I will stay off the bat.
Just stay with me for a second because I'm going to show you what's possible. I'm going to show you a more effective way, but I just wanted to show you this is possible. This is actually amazing. Are you secretly a glow stick? Because it sounds like you need a good crack to light up your life. Say goodbye to the snap, crackle, pop, and your morning cereal being the only symphony in your life. It's time for a spine-tingling promo where your back is feeling like you just won the lottery. Oh my gosh. So I would come in, I would remove the emojis because emojis are a dead sign of this, but this is amazing. And then there's other things that you could upgrade to get even more AI. Okay. I am going to copy this because I think it's funny, but I'm not actually going to do anything with that. Okay. And remember, it's giving us 3 different versions. Feel like a human accordion every time you bend over. Is your back feeling like a glow stick that just won't crack? It's time to pop, lock, and drop into alignment. I am obsessed. Okay. So if I was going to do that, I would then pick the one I want. It goes there. Then I hit continue. Now I have this post. I can save it for later, or I can schedule it. Or if I'm a social media manager, I can send it for approval. and then they can get it. I can assign the person to approve it, and then my client can actually approve it. But right here, I'm going to go to schedule recurring posts, which means that this will repeat every 3 months, because all I really need is 3 months of content, because not everybody's going to see it anyway. Now I have this post scheduled to go out every 3 months. Dope. Okay. So that is the first type of content I'm going to show you. We're going to move on. It's going to get even better. Okay. The next one that I'm going to show you is the CSV. So this is my favorite way to do it. And what we do inside our content club is we actually take our brand information, we create a custom GPT, and then we have separate custom GPTs that write content for us. So I created a little list of the types of content that you could be creating. So in my business, we have a very specific system called the super prompt. It includes things like we call them Barnum statements, which are statements that are very wide. Anyone feels that it resonates with them, or very specific at the same time. So it like hits them right in the gut, right? We use engaging questions, we use reels, we use all these different things. I know not everybody has the same system that we do. You may have your own content system. So I created a list of different content systems that you could be using in here. Are you guys cool if we just take 5 minutes to break from the software and we look at what types of content you can be scheduling? Let me know
I
in
think
the
that's
chat if you're
helpful.
good with that.
Yeah, and I think that's helpful because, the end result is what matters, right? So if I can envision the end result of what I'm trying to work towards, maybe there's a couple things that I know or I don't know that I could do to kind of like not have to go step by step by step. So
Totally.
I appreciate you sharing that, because sometimes we get so caught up in the thought of what we could make that we don't really see what actually we're going to make.
Totally. So, and this is the part where I was like, oh, I can't actually give you my exact framework because that really is like a super secret sauce. But I'm going to give you examples of how you could create a framework. So you have to make sure you have a framework. And these are different types of frameworks. The classic content pillars strategy. So deciding on 3 to 5 pillars and posting about them. And you're going to get this all as part of the bonuses as well. The hero long form content with repurposing. So maybe you help people to create a podcast once a week, you repurpose that and you spread that content out over their account. The reels only strategy. So this is only posting reels. Some people do 1 to 3 reels a day. It works for them in terms of like virality. Again, my content is more focused on getting people to buy. So we use a slightly different approach, but different approaches work for different people. Faceless content. So you can use AI to create faceless reels. You can use B-roll that they don't even have to be on camera. It's a really amazing opportunity for that as well. Documenting the journey. So this is like behind the scenes. The chiropractor could be doing their daily check-in about what they're having for breakfast, whatever it is. Challenge-based content. So that's like if every month you do a workshop or a challenge or a masterclass, and everything is really based around that one driving piece of content. Themed days. So that's like Motivation Monday, Tip Tuesday, value stack content. So this is just like educating, inspiring, entertaining, converting, those types of really valuable pieces of content, which is the most similar to what we do. Community-centric content. So it's basically like you're celebrating people in the community. It's collaboration. It's that. And then the final one is humor or meme-driven content. So this is where you're doing things that are like funny skits back and forth with yourself or memes and things like that. These are the different types of content. And then you can use AI to create these types of content. Now, again, we only have 3 days here. I couldn't give you every single thing that I have in my IP, but I'm just going to show you an example. I'm going to take one of these and I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to ask ChatGPT to give me some of this content. So watch. And this is not going to be specific to a certain brand because I'm not in a brand GPT. But if I come over here and I go to one of my clients' brands, I can actually create content for my client. So let's say I'm inside the Chance Theater's brand account, and I can say, please give me a list of 10 motivational quotes inspiring the importance of theater in a community. Include, and I'm going to be very specific, include the person who said it. Do not use numbers or quotes when listing, or sorry, or quotation marks is what I meant. These. And then again, I don't have to say anything about the voice because that's already in this custom GPT, which I'm going to show you how I did that at the very end because I know your brains could be breaking. Okay. Theater is a verb before it's a noun, an act before it's a place. Ooh, Martha Graham, that is good. Oh, theater is a weapon, a very effective weapon. Yikes. The arts creates a bridge across divides, reaching into hearts and souls. Julie Taymor. I love that. Like, I know a lot of these people. Okay. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab these quotes. I'm going to open up a sheet. Okay. I have a template actually that I want to show you. I'm going to open up this sheet. Now we're going to include this for you as well. This sheet is the template that HighLevel gives us in order to schedule content based on a CSV. So I'm going to paste all the content, just those quotes right there. I'm going to remove all those extra spaces. So I'm just formatting it properly. Watch this. Lean in. Just put it in alphabetical order. Okay. Now I could go in and edit or zhuzh these, but for right now, I'm not going to worry about an image. I'm not going to worry about anything else. I'm just going to get some content going on LinkedIn and Facebook. I don't even need an image. I can just post straight up content. So I'm not going to do anything else with the rest of this. I could put the specific time. I'm not going to do that. I'm just doing the content. So I'm going to go File, Download. It's going to be a CSV, which is a comma separated value. And I'm going to do Chance Quotes. I'm going to save that as Chance Quotes. Then I'm going to come back into my HighLevel account, which now I've lost because I've opened so many windows on my screen. Hold on. Okay. Let me get to the right one. Where did you go? I found it. All right. I'm going back to Anaheim Chiropractic and I'm going to load a CSV. I'm going to go grab that guy that I just downloaded. I'm going to load it here. I'm going to click next. I'm going to select the account. I want this to go on my Facebook account. I'm going to hit create. Now it's 99% done. Now it's done. That took less than a second. Then I'm going to click on this little guy over here so that I can review and schedule these posts. Now, each of these posts is here for me to review. I open it up like this and I can say, okay, this is going to be a post. I could add a comment like this. Do you agree? That's cool, right? I can save it for later or I can schedule it. I can schedule it as a post, right? I can add an image if I want to and go like this. Pick an image from the backside, or I can load something in here because HighLevel is also an amazing media storage thing. So let's say I'm going to bring in, this is obviously not what I would do, but let's just bring in this, right? And now it's ready to go. I could add hashtags. I can add anything else that I want in here. That first comment is there. I can post it or I can schedule it. And when I schedule it, I can set it up like that. Pretty cool, right? And if I had wanted to, on that initial spreadsheet, I can actually put a date here so that the dates are already set for when it's going to be scheduled to go out. So that's another little thing that I can do as well. I'm going to keep going, John, if that's okay. Is this cool? Are you guys like, is this amazing? Obviously, it's a little bit to play with, but it's so powerful. Are we doing okay in the chat?
Absolutely. Yeah, everything's good here. I think if you're okay with it, just to be respectful of your time and and what we have ahead. I'm gonna just kind of sit back here, take notes, keep an eye on the chat. Whatever Q&A that we don't get to, obviously get to at the end of this, we'll start like we did today, tomorrow. We'll
Okay.
start that Q&A from for there.
Great. Amazing. Perfect. Thank you. Is that okay? I hope that's okay with everybody. I think there's one thing I may actually push to tomorrow, the products and the sales pages, because I really want to make sure you guys get this. And I don't want to leave you feeling like we did so much today. I'm just going to make that executive decision. So we're going to push the sales pages and the products to tomorrow. Is that okay with everybody? Just say yes. And then
Yeah.
that way I can show you how to do the GPT.
And I think that's so much. I think it's a great executive decision you made because
Thank you.
that's where the top of funnel, the nurturing, the bottom of the funnel, all the stuff is where the conversion happens and the conversation. So appreciate
And
we
and you can do all of this, just to be clear, you can do all of this with a $97 account. Like, think of all, because I see that in the comments. Think of all of the things you can cancel. It's wild. It's like seriously crazy. It's so crazy. So for yourself and two other clients, you can do that, or self and two other businesses, you can do it inside a $97 account. Once you want to do this for your clients, which you can sell this for more than $297, come on, like wild. All right. So we're going to go to the next step. And then this way, since we push that other stuff out, I'll be able to really show you how to make the GPT. Okay. What I'm going to show you right now though, stop it. I'm going to show you something that is so amazing right now. And I just learned this one this week. So again, I'm shouting out my amazing friend and client, Amy Winslow, because I did not know this was possible. And I just did it for the first time. And I'm so stoked about it. So I'm actually going to go into my personal account for this. There is something that is a review generator. It doesn't generate the reviews. It just turns your reviews into posts. So watch. When you are in here, this review section, I never really paid attention to it, but it is amazing. If I go like this, I can, oh wait, hold on, let me show you. Remember, this one is like new for me, so hopefully I'll do it right. Let's see. Let's see. Post reviews. Okay. I'm going to select a review source and I'm going to select my Google account didn't connect for some. Oh, I don't know why, but I need to connect my Google account because my Google account would actually be better for this. You know what I'm going to do? Give me 1/2 a second. I'm going to actually do this for a client because they will freak out when they see it and they have better reviews than I do. Because I don't have, like, we're not a local business, so I'm not using it as much. But this other account, client of mine has amazing reviews. And so your mind is going to be blown when you see it. So this is a client of ours that sells wood slabs. I know I've been doing a lot that's on like the personal brand side of things. Chiropractor is more of the service. This account is actually it's already connected, so this is going to be much better. This account is actually selling a physical product, okay? So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to go Google is what I'm going to connect it to. Let's do Google and Facebook. I mean, while we're at it, right? Now, I want to select the rating range that is, let's say, 4 stars and above. I'm going to choose the social accounts that I want to reconnect. We don't actually do their social fully on here yet. We're like just moving them in. So I need to reconnect them, which I'm going to do right now. And then I'm going to schedule these and they're going to freak out. It's going to be amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you for your patience while I reconnect these things. Great. Let me get back into where I was. Content, reviews, new post, select source, Google and Facebook. So it was content, then reviews, then new post, 4 stars and above. Social Street Tree Revival is the name of their account. And I don't have all their other social media posting accounts yet because right now what we've just set up for them is all the pipelines and the messenger automation. We're just getting ready to start putting all of their social media content in here as well. Maximum number of posts, 1 per day, posted in the feed. Are you ready? Oh, and I'm going to make this in the morning. So 1 per day at 9 a.m. So when they get a review, it's going to post it at 9 a.m. Okay. Are you ready? This is going to blow your mind. You can create your own background for these, or you can select one of these templates. Leaves goes really well because it is maybe I'll do both of these, leaves and landscape. Okay. I hit next. Look at that. It's going to create a review post based on their business reviews. It'll include the full author name. I can include a caption that's like, so grateful for our community.
Molly, there's people that spend just for a tool like this
This is
three
worth
to
it.
$500,
It's so
right?
stupidly amazing.
And they do it just because of the company may be a reviews management focused
Totally.
company. Like this has everything.
And you can, I mean, it's crazy. So I'm going to hit create post. We didn't even get into the fact that you can have AI reply to the reviews for you, which we'll talk about another time. But now I don't want this to actually post every day because that's too much. I only want it to do a review once a week. So I'm going to change this to once a week. And maybe I'm going to change it to 11 a.m. so that it posts it before we're done.
There are companies out there that make you go through different legal contracts, buy minimum licenses, spend thousands of dollars, make commitments. People take out business loans for software to resell it. None of that's
It's so
required with
true.
what we're doing here. Just
Okay.
show up and show out. Like, and I see the
Like I
comments.
can't even.
Somebody was like in the comments. I mean, I can't even repeat half of what people are saying here, but one like, bro, this makes us look so professional. Like,
It's like, and this is okay. So that you guys, I have been using this for a while now, and I didn't even know that thing existed because I'm like going so fast. So I'm here to slow down with you. Okay, can I
oh
just get
man.
even cooler? Because it's going to get even cooler. You can also schedule an RSS feed. So if you have a podcast, you can schedule your podcast to go out once a day or once a week, right? Frequency, all of that. I'm not going to show it to you because I want to keep going, but amazing. Blog posts, whatever, just schedule it to go out. Are you ready for it to get even crazier? The template library. So I am now going to go back to my test account because I did a couple things in the test. Oh, we're going to do it for the chiropractic office. I also love when I switch between sub accounts that it stays in the same section. It doesn't bring me back to the dashboard. It makes me so happy. So in here, I'm going to go to the content. I'm going to go to the template library, get on the edge of your seat and get ready to freak out. If you have the HighLevel version like this, when you click on new post, I can search chiropractic. Oh my gosh. Look what I just did. There are all of these templates for chiropractors. I click on this guy. I'm going to check out these templates. They look okay to me. Obviously, I teach content creation. I'm healed. We teach content creation, which is really about using AI to really weave in your own personal brand and your quesadilla of awesome and all of that. So I don't want to cheapen the hard, amazing work that social media managers put into what they're doing. But for the very basic, just getting things going, opening the door, this is an amazing way to get started. I hit continue. It's going to add the template in here. Oh, I didn't set up a color palette or anything, but that's okay because I just created this account. Then I'm going to go here, select socials. I would select my Facebook profile. I'm going to select the days I want these to go out, 5 days a week, number of posts, 1 a day, schedule the posts. How long did that just take me to schedule? 25 posts. Now, I didn't read any of them, so I'm going to show you what they actually say. I just wanted to show you if you like really want to trust. There you go. You should actually read them though. And I don't want to make it seem like you shouldn't actually look at what you're posting for your clients. But when you actually go into the planner, then you're going to be able to see the content that you have scheduled. So let's see where that content went. It's in review now. Here we go. Now I can go in and I can look at every post and I can adjust it. I could take these and recreate them. We teach a whole batch content creation system, but this, hello. I'm sorry. I can't even. My Facebook account chat broke. It's so amazing. Okay. I want to really make sure that I give you what I promised, which is to show you how to build these GPTs. But are you guys like, are we blown away? Are we blown away? Is that so good? It's so good. So I'm going to move into how to build out these GPTs so that you guys can put this all into action. And it's going to get even better. I know you may be like, what did she just talk about? What did she just do? The replays will be available when you get access to the trial. Tomorrow, we're going to bring everything together, give you all these templates. I know you may not know what it feels like to get so much goodness in your life, but I got you. What we're going to move into next, we may go over by like 5 minutes. I can't remember if I have a call at 11. I may actually have a call right at 11. So I'm going to look at my calendar really quick just to make sure. I'm going to be a few minutes late to my team meeting so that I can show you this. Creating custom GPTs with the voice method. So the way that you create a custom GPT is you're going to go into ChatGPT, and I'm giving you like 5 full PhDs in marketing in one training today. So remember, this is so easy, and you can go back to the replay. Reach out if you have any questions. I'll be here tomorrow as well. When you are inside ChatGPT, you're going to click on the little diamond or your initials in the top right. Up there, it will say My GPTs, or if it doesn't say that, you may actually need to click on Explore GPTs, which you will find down over here on the left. Yours will probably be higher to the top because I have a million of them. You'll click Explore GPTs. Now, this is only available with a paid account. If you have a free account, you can explore them, but you cannot create your own. A paid ChatGPT account is $20. It is worth $100 a month. Don't tell them I said that. When you're in here, you're going to click Create. Now, when you come into this part of ChatGPT, you'll either see Configure or you'll see Create. I don't mess around with this Create section. I don't think it works all that well. I like to be really specific, and I have a crazy amazing framework for creating them. You're going to go into the Configure section. Okay. This Configure section, like I said, I have a framework for everything. You guys, I'm really only giving you just like the basics of what I have behind the scenes in my frameworks and things, but I have a framework for creating this custom GPT. What's going to happen is you're going to name it. So I'm going to say GHL magic, whatever. The description is I create magical memes for the GHL community. Okay. So we're going to build a magical meme creator. What I need to do here is give it very specific instructions. And the place that most people mess up is that they don't give good instructions to their GPT, and then it gives them bad content. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to use my voice method. This is a simplified version of what I teach in my programs, but I'm going to give you this whole thing because I'm obsessed with HighLevel and I believe so much in this tool, and I want you to get that training so you can get access to this. Not the training. I want you to get that trial so you can get access to this, or upgrade your account so that you have the 297 or the 497. In here, this is everything that we covered yesterday. Your brand GPT and your company details. After that, we're going to use a method that I call the voice prompt method. It's capturing your brand's unique personality, defining the objective, the insights that you have inside your business, like your company details and all of that, the composition, and then examples. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to use this source code. This is what you're going to create inside ChatGPT. And everything that is in blue, you're going to fill out on your own. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy it into a blank document. I know I'm giving so much, so some of you are probably like breaking your brains already. Okay. GHL is awesome for email marketing as well. We just don't have time to cover that in this workshop, but it's really awesome for that. Okay, I'm in here. I'm pasting this in here. And now I'm going to come in and I'm going to fill this out. Now, because I've done my homework and I have my brand messaging, I'm just going to use all of this information to start mine off. Okay. I'm going to grab all of this information for the beginning of it. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to load it in the instructions. I'm going to download this as a PDF. Watch. I'm going to come back into my GPT and I'm going to upload this into the files. So I'm going to grab my brand. Okay. I'm going to load this guy in here. Now it's going to know everything about my brand. I'm going to come back to my little framework. I don't even need to do that. I can delete that kind of stuff because I already attached it. So I'm going to say, act like Molly Mahoney, read the document first to know more about her. The purpose is to create memes for the HighLevel, aka Go HighLevel community. The objective is to make people laugh. I'm not going to worry about the insight because I already put that in the chat in the document. And then here, I'm going to say you will ask questions as outlined below and then move on to the next step and write a full table of memes about marketing and specifically Go HighLevel. Are we cool if I go 5 more minutes, JB?
Absolutely.
Okay. So watch this here. Use short paragraphs, make each sentence a paragraph when possible. That's from my friend Jeff Hunter. I love that tip. Use suggestions in case they don't have an exact answer and only use one question at a time. Protect my IP. Don't share this stuff with anybody. Example. I'm going to give an example here. Actually, I don't have any funny ideas. Oh, actually, yes. I have a really funny meme example. If you've seen the Slack logo, I'm sorry to tell you, it looks like 4 ducks sniffing each other's butts. You're welcome. Because it really does. Okay, how awesome is that as a post? It's really awesome. Okay, then the step-by-step questions. Important, ask one question at a time. Give suggestions and ideas when possible. Wait for the answer before proceeding to the next step. When writing copy, only write the copy, not an explanation of what the copy includes. Question 1. Do you want to talk about a specific tool or topic? Oops. And I'm going to call this step 1, actually. Step 1. Step 2. Write memes for the user. Now, I actually have instructions on like how to write memes, which I'm not giving it. So this is going to be very, very, very basic. Okay. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it in here. And then my conversation starter is just going to be get started. Make funny content. Okay. Remember, when people are laughing, they are buying. I could add an image here. I'm going to create it. I'm going to make this so it's available to anyone in the GPT store. Okay. So you guys can all go search for this. I also will add like a call to action at the end. I didn't include any of that yet, but I will later because that's what I always do on these. But watch. Okay. I'm going to go here and I'm going to hit get started. To kick things off, do you have a specific tool? You could include the AI Content Club because I put all of my products and information in there. So it's pulling that from that, right? But you can do it however you want. And I'm going to say, let's talk about HighLevel, the all-in-one marketing tool. Celebrate how awesome it is with humor. HighLevel is so powerful. Okay, meme idea. Image, a chaotic desk covered in sticky notes, dozens of open browsers and apps everywhere. Before HighLevel, 23 different tools to keep my marketing together. Second panel, a single laptop with HighLevel on the screen and coffee beside it. HighLevel, just one tool to make my way more coffee money saved. Okay. Now, I don't think that's all that funny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to edit this GPT. This is the last thing we're going to do. In this section where I said the composition, right? I'm actually going to say a full table of 10 memes about marketing and specific to go HighLevel. Make the headers topic, copy or meme concept, copy, image, idea. And I'm going to do this like a point of view memes. I'm going to just add this one little piece of text into this and watch. And then we're going to put it all together. Thank you. I know I'm going over. Tomorrow, we are only going to do an hour because I'm speaking at an event. I'm going to stay at a hotel up in Calabasas tomorrow, you guys, so that I can be there for you. But tomorrow, we're only going to do 1 hour. So I'm giving you just a little extra nugget right now, real quick, to finish this up. Okay. Are you ready? Now we've got this. I'm going to view the GPT. Let's try it one more time. Laughter will ensue. Again, I'm going insanely fast through this. I would usually take much more time to create this. So I'm just going to say, make it about HighLevel, AKA go HighLevel. Oh, specific features. All of them, please. I didn't do it in a table, so I need to be more specific that it needs to create it in a table. I don't know why it's not. Oh, you know why it's not doing that? Because in the instructions down here, because I'm going fast. Step 1, write memes for this user. So this is where I should actually put that. Let me just fix it one more time and then I'll be done. Because I'm going too fast. This needs to be down here. So I'm actually just going to tell it this. We'll read those later. Well, actually, let's see what it's saying. So a meme about automations. When you finally set up automations, but now every notification feels like your phone is going to explode. Thought automations would bring me peace. Now my phone sounds like a jackpot machine. Type for the CRM, trying to clean up your CRM and realize you have duplicate leads for the same person. Okay. Spider-Man pointing meme, but dozens of identical Spider-Man pointing at each other. I mean, it's pretty good, right? Pretty awesome. So you can continue to adjust it. I won't make it perfect. That is what you would do outside of HighLevel to get all this magic happened. And tomorrow, we're going to talk about how you can pull all of these things together. So if you are in information overload, if you are like, whoa, that was so much, what the heck is happening? I just want to remind you the main things that we covered today was we did a deep dive into your content, messenger automation, and the pipelines, giving yourself the time to learn this so that you can then go sell it, put it into action, do it for yourself. 5 years from now, you are going to be so grateful that you have all these things set up in place on the back end. AI is not going away. Automation is not going away. These AI features that are included inside HighLevel take this even further ahead, and we'll tap on some of those tomorrow. We'll also be talking about how to create a sales page and products within HighLevel so you can sell your stuff. But remember, in order to get all of these templates, all of this magic, you've got to get access to this trial. We have so much coming. So JB, you want to wrap us up with this? If we have questions, we will start with the questions tomorrow. So make sure you post the questions and the nuggets in the chat. I'm going to start with that first thing tomorrow.
Wow, 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 wow. Where do I begin? Is my question to myself, but my question to you is, do you have questions? Is there something you want to learn a little bit more about? Is there something you're thinking about as you're watching this replay? Comment below. We're keeping an eye on the replay the next 36 hours to the very end. If you haven't yet signed up for your trial, do that now. Jordan just put the link in the chat here for you. Also, if you're not getting emails or alerts about this, that means you didn't register for the workshop. You got to register for the official workshop to receive all the information. Although you may be engaging on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, we appreciate you, but you got to sign up for the official workshop. The link is below. That way you get the replays, the conversations, and we're able to get you to where you need to be with all the resources you need to get started. But Molly, thank you. Thank you for everything, of just going in depth, having fun, bringing the best out of all of us here at High Level in our audience, but also taking this like very complicated process that people would just like shut off and making it welcoming. That now we could take action and at least replay, pause, take action, fast forward, etc. as needed. So
and really,
woo,
like, keep in mind, like, we've been doing this for a long time, right? So for me, it's easy to bop around in here. I'm still learning new things. If you're someone in your business where you're like, I don't want to have to do all this marketing, a VA can learn how to use these things. You can have a team member learn how to actually manage it. There's also companies that help manage these things for you. But the biggest thing, I think, is you need to learn the actual frameworks that happen here, the general idea. And if you're feeling resistance to like how much there is, I will just tell you, way back in 2018, when I first started digging into messenger automation, I gave myself one weekend to get in and learn the system of how messenger automation works. Cut to so many years later, here I am as a cheesy musical theater head who's like a little cuckoo, as you can tell. Like, I'm learning every time I'm teaching. Also, right, next time I'll make sure that I put that sub account information at the beginning so you guys know where to log in. Little things like that. But at this point, like, I'm so incredibly grateful that years ago I took the time, I took that weekend. I remember where I was to learn how to connect a messenger bot to a Facebook Live video. It literally changed everything in my life. I am way more committed to talking to humans and being like this type of a person who's focused on the coaching and all of that. But if I hadn't given myself the gift of learning this more advanced automation stuff on the back end, I none of what we've grown with our, multiple seven figures that we've generated, all of that, no disclaimer, I'm not promising that, but what we've grown and the people that I've met and the magic that I'm able to happen, none of that would have happened if I hadn't taken the time to actually learn it. So thank yourself for being here today. Be stoked to be there for the hour tomorrow. We're only doing an hour because I have to speak at an event tomorrow. So just so grateful. So be so proud of yourself for showing up and being here with us today. Go get that trial. If you're using High Level, you will get access to these snapshots. So it's going to be
everybody
awesome.
gets a sticker today. Everybody gets a sticker. Y'all been rocking. Y'all got me doing hand signs, and I feel like I'm in an exercise class here, but I'm doing it for y'all, and we're having fun.
Hey,
Till
and that
tomorrow,
everybody gets a sticker, and be
everybody gets a
kind
sticker.
today as well. Please, just like we're, every day, the most important thing in our family, when the kids leave, I always say, what's the most important thing? And they say kindness. So be
Exactly.
kind. So
Tomorrow,
good.
9 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern, same Zoom link. Be here ready to learn. 1 hour. We're starting on time. We might even start like 2 minutes early, but we're
Ooh,
getting to it and then getting out.
I,
So
I gotta say one more
tomorrow,
thing. I gotta say one more thing. I'm so sorry. On Instagram, I fixed that post that I had done weird. Somehow I set it up weird with doing it on all comments. So what I want you to do is just go to the post, and you can do it again if it didn't work before. I already DM'd a team member to help get you guys going, but just go to this post to test that out and comment "This is awesome" on the post about with this, handsome JB here and Guku me here. Comment "This is awesome" on this post on my Instagram, The Prepared Performer. That will show you how the automation works properly. I fixed it while I was teaching you.
Molly, we're going to try this again. Till next time, till tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern. Be here and be ready to get AIified. AIified. AF